big blow to the Congress party, firstly losing the Rajya Sabha election, but more than that, now the possibility of actually losing the government in Himachal.
That's right. I think the last blip in North India is now being vulnerable. They have actually sent, two senior leaders, and I think they're trying to retrieve the situation after it's gone from bad to worse. And in this case, Mr. Hooda, as well as Mr. DK Shivkumar, two strongmen of the Congress party, to try and meet and speak with the MLAs and find if there is a way forward to save this government after the High Command has made a series of mistakes. There's all this blame being put on Mr. Sukhwinder Sikku, but actually, truth be told, Mr. Karge, Rahul Gandhi, KC Venugopal have to take responsibility for what is clearly a decision of the High Command to put somebody who was a non-Himachali in the state of Himachal, given its context, given the way MLAs have worked in that state and have been very clear about it. Yes, there was resentment against the Chief Minister. What did the General Secretary in charge, Mr. Rajiv Shukla, do for this for the longest possible time? The Congress has to blame for this entire mess. They will try to retrieve the situation, but it seems extremely difficult given the fact that it's just not the 6 and the 3 independents. There are many within the party who are extremely resentful, and these are factions who had actually staked a claim against Mr. Sukhu and wanted to be chief minister in the run-up to the after the assembly election results. But clearly, as you heard Mr. Abhishek Singhvi yesterday say, a party with 25 MLAs has been able to win that seat, and this is clearly a shock defeat for the Congress party. But if they say that they weren't told, they were warned. They were warned not once but thrice, and the Congress High Command, being my way or the highway, has actually cost them dearly.
That's right. And Harsh Mahajan, also being a former congressman, in the state, clearly a lot of unhappiness with the chief minister. And what we're hearing from Ghazali is that the BJP, of course, pushing for a division of votes on the finance bill. The Congress may attempt to, dissolve the assembly, this session of the assembly today itself, adjourn the session today itself.
Yeah, so there are two processes. Absolutely, as you rightly said, Jairam Thakur is trying to use the governor now to ensure that a floor test takes place, or on the floor of the assembly, some kind of voting is ensured so that those 6 MLAs and the 3 independents who are now under the safeguard of the Haryana government with CRPF security as well as Haryana police will be brought in to ensure that the government falls. But having said that, the Congress also is doing a counter-attack by issuing notices to them through the speaker for why action should not be taken under the anti-defection law. So there are 2 parallel processes. But as I said, the 2 strongmen from the Congress, Mr. DK Shivkumar and Mr. Hooda, on their way to Chandigarh and then Shimla, and hopefully will be able to speak to the MLAs as well and see if there is a way out and whether this government can be saved. This was the only blip for Congress party in North India, and I can't believe that the Congress High Command, Mr. Karge, Mr. KC Venugopal, Rahul Gandhi, who's now in Cambridge, allowed a government to fall without doing their due homework and necessary steps to ensure that at least the Himachal Pradesh government should have remained safe and not become an embarrassment with the Rajya Sabha election.